So, Rooster Teeth series is our new approach to our live-action shorts. We are no longer going to be producing one-off weekly shorts anymore at Rooster Teeth Productions. We are now going to move to a system. We think that Rooster Teeth, is well known for great shows. Even like Achievement Hunter, which produces videos all the time, they're known for fails. They're known for horse. Rooster Teeth is known for Red versus Blue. Shows that we love, like Immersion and Panics, is a great example of one we love. So we want to get back to doing that. We want to get back to making series. So what you're going to see in 2012 from Rooster Teeth is 12 at this time, 12 different shows we're going to be debuting in 2012, which are 3 to 6 episodes each, live-action shows, which are narratives ranging all the way from me and Jack or me and Marshall on a Pee-wee football team to a post-apocalyptic environment where the simple rule is if you fall asleep, you die. And so some of them are comedic, some of them are dramatic, but we want to bring you the highest possible quality entertainment that you have come to know and love from Rooster Teeth, and we hope that you guys will like it. We'll wait till the end to probably show this, but the first one we're going to debut is something that looks a little bit more like what we've done in the past. It's an animated comedy series called The Forest Chronicles. At the end of the panel today, we'll probably show you a little bit of that. And then we're also, these are, there's no rules for these. So some of them will be animated, some of them will be live action, some of them will be comedy, some of them are going to be way off the beaten path for Rooster Teeth and won't be comedy at all. And then we'll even be bringing back some old favorites. You want to talk a little bit about one we're bringing back that's later this year?
Yeah, well, we're on the animated side. We've been having such a good time with all of our new animated crew. We really want to keep them going and do more fun stuff after Red versus Blue concludes this year, or the season concludes this year, I should say. Let's not start any crazy rumors. We want to keep them going on some other projects. So we've got something that we developed a while ago and first showed at PAX, I think.
Yeah,
I think so.
We showed the Flash version
of it. In an early form, in a Flash form, and we've retooled it as a 3D piece, 3D animated piece, and are looking forward to move forward with that later this year.
Yeah, so this is called Break Room, and the concept behind Break Room is it's very much in the vein of Red versus Blue. This is where all the video game characters go when you turn off the game, and it's every video game character from every video game that has to interact with each other, and Gary, the person who has to manage them all. So here's a short scene of a human resources issue that Gary would have to deal with.
Yeah, you want to see me about something, boss?
Yes, hello, Private Dukowski. Listen, we think there might have been a little, mix-up with the weapons between you and Admiral Komodo here.
Nah, I don't think so.
Oh, come on!
Easy, Admiral Komodo, sir. Why don't you just tell us what happened?
I was in the locker room, and I put my railgun in the holding rack as per our standard locker room regulations. When I came back to the rack, it was gone, and this thing was left in its place.
That's a nice gun there, alligator man.
No, it's not. This is a hollowed-out stick that fires metal marbles. That is a nice gun. That is the Daiku Labs handheld particle acceleratron 3000. It's an advanced one-of-a-kind prototype, and somebody stole it.
You sure about that? That looks like the name of the one you're holding there, pal.
What? You wrote that on there!
Me? I don't even understand what you said. Well, your head can't talk if you ask me.
Attention.
Right, Gare?
Shooter match starting in 30 seconds. We need all characters to their doors immediately.
Come on, give me my gun.
You already got your gun, bub.
How about I just take it?
Come on, take a shot, handbag.
Well, whew. It's pretty obvious to me that we're not going to get to the bottom of this right now, Admiral Komodo, why don't you just go play your match and we'll just pick up this, discussion after that, okay?
Fine. Man, I'm gonna get my ass kicked.
Have fun with your pea shooter.
Glad we had this talk.
So that's actually, that was a concept piece that we did for Break Room a little while ago, and we're going to be retooling it. That's going to, like Matt said, the animation team that works on RVB is going to take over and be bringing you at least 3 to 6 episodes of Break Room, and then we'll see which shows work and which shows that people like, whether they're like Strangerhood or like Panics. Panics was one of my personal favorites that we worked on. And then we'll see if we can turn them into longer series if people really enjoy them. So that's the plan going forward for what our live action shorts and our other shows are going to look like. Okay? Next question.
Okay, so I had a question about the soundtrack. Are you going to be doing like Caboose or like another theme song for a character, kind of like you did Donut and Tucker?
That's a great question. Yeah, we have a bunch of songs. Actually, this is a good time to bring up Jeff, who's our composer. Jeff, are you back there?
Come on, Jeff.
Here he comes. He's over here.
Yeah, we've got a bunch of songs that are written for characters that we have not actually had a chance to record yet, so hopefully we'll be putting some of those on the next album. And we've got some other cool musical stuff coming up. Jeff, what's going on tomorrow night?
Nothing.
Jeff's
If
gonna
I'm awake, then tomorrow night we have a really exciting event planned that we hope everyone will be at, even though we can really only fit 400 people. But we're
come stacked on each other's shoulders, wearing a raincoat to, like, you know.
Yeah, stack them up. We're gonna do a live show of the Red vs. Blue and some of the other Rooster Teeth music. We're playing at a club. It's a really, really beautiful club. It's called The Estate. It's within walking distance. It's on Tremont Street. I got a big group. I put together the band. We're getting the band back together, guys.
So should be fun.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. We have like a 25-member choir. We got strings. We got brass. We got percussionists. We got 8 people. There's like 50 people on stage, and we're gonna bring all this music to life for the first time, which is sort of tricky because it wasn't written to be played by humans. It was written to just be whatever I wanted it to be at any given moment. So it's really exciting, and we want to see everyone there. So it's going to be really cool. And we'll have the special guests, of course, on there. Right, Mr. B? Practicing that song?
I want to say yes, but I haven't told you.
Yeah! There we go. So we're excited about that for tomorrow night, Saturday night. TheEstateBoston.com is where you buy the super cheap $12 tickets.
Cool.
Yeah, yeah. Three sets. Got a string quartet playing first, video game music choir second. They're going to play like amazing arrangements of video game music, and then we're going to put everyone on stage. And
will the band be taking requests?
We always take requests. You know what happens when you ask for Freebird? You got to sit through fucking Freebird. I learned that song a bunch of years ago, and now people are like, play Freebird, and I'm like, you fucking get it now, motherfucker. So we're mostly taking Iron Maiden requests tomorrow night.
Come up here. I got a controller for you over here.
Iron Maiden version of Freebird. So yeah, new character songs, new everything next year. Everything more. We have a lot of great themes for the main Red vs. Blue characters, like going, and we have a lot more ideas of, I don't know, I just want to do everything. You know, I want more spy music and more huge epic music and more fun character songs, so it's just like more.
Yes.
I'm finishing up my junior year of college right now. I've been following the show since I was like in 8th grade. My buddy showed it to me. He's like, you got to watch this. And the first time I saw it, it was hilarious. We watched like the first 5 episodes. I went home that day, downloaded everything that was up there. I've been buying the DVDs ever since. And like I never thought that from the time I was in 8th grade up to my junior year of college, I'd still be following the show. And it's like the longest show I've been following. And so I want to know, did you guys ever, like, did the thought ever cross your mind that it'd be like 8 years later and you'd still, like, did you ever think, oh, maybe it'll last that long, or was it just like, no?
It's been 9 long years. I think when we started, I hoped it would go 1, and I'm still here, unfortunately.
Now he just hopes it'll go away. No, you want to hear a really weird fact about the longevity of Red vs. Blue? It's now, it's been the longest running web series on the internet for, I think, like the last 2 years. But we hit a really weird milestone that'll happen in season 10, where Red vs. Blue is going to be the longest running sci-fi show in American history.
Nice.
Someone wrote us and told us about that apparently the record is held by, I think, Stargate Atlantis, which I was surprised by that too, but it's like, what's that? Stargate SG-1, that's what I said.
In your face, Burnie.
So, it doesn't matter, they're fucking second place. So, who gives a shit? So that was a really weird thing, like that really surprised me too, because I thought about stuff like Twilight Zone and all that too, and it's like, sci-fi, as you all know, if you watch sci-fi on TV, the best part is when you get to like season 4 and it's immediately canceled by the network, or if it gets to season 4. So it's great. I think that the web and sci-fi are such a great match that hopefully they'll start bringing. It'd be great if they brought back like Firefly as a web series. How cool would that be?
That's pandering right there.
That's what we refer to as low-hanging fruit. So yeah. So no, we did not expect it would last this long. I did not think we'd be working on Red vs. Blue for a decade. No, that caught us by surprise.
And I also wanted to ask you guys, I've had this hoodie for as long as I've been watching the show, about 8 years now. Could I trouble you guys to sign it for me?
We'll sign anything you want at the booth 160 on the show floor. But I'll give you a
guys.
Razer Onza right now.
What's that?
I'll give you a controller, so get over here. You're setting a bad precedent, my friend.
Hey, Burnie got a new hoodie.
I think he's just keeping it. Wait, you didn't have one? All right, yeah.
So I've been watching you guys for about as long as he has.
Second place.
But my main question is, I love the Achievement Hunter stuff, and Jack, I would like to know what it is working with Michael in an office environment. What is he like?
He's loud. he's from New Jersey, so you guys know New Jersey's, yeah. And no, I mean he's tamed down, if you can believe that. I mean, like over time, like his rage, like I think he had a finite amount of rage, and we're slowly dwindling that down. You don't think so?
He's bottomless.
But no, he's a good dude. Like Michael's actually, we found Michael on Reddit of all places. Like we saw his. Hey, that's another.
Yeah, how strange we found an angry person on the internet. What a fucking surprise. Sir, while he answers the question for the rest of the time, I'm going to tell you what it's like to work next door to Michael. So finish your answer.
So anyway, Michael will make... So anyway, yeah, Michael, like we found him on Reddit, and it turns out he was actually a fan of the show. And so we brought him out, like we flew him to Austin, and he had never been, I don't think he'd been on a plane at that point. And so we brought him to Austin, he had a good time, and then, a few months later we got him on full time. So now he lives in Austin, Texas, and, we're slowly turning him into a Texan, which is a lot of fun to watch.
A couple of weeks ago, he claimed he forgot how to walk and would only get around the office by sliding on his back. I worked upstairs that day.
Yeah, the real problem with turning Michael into a Texan is that the angry people in Texas all have guns. So,
I will say there was one time where he got drunk at the office and sang the Moulin Rouge soundtrack all day.
That was awesome. I went out of the parking lot and he just serenaded me. It was great.
The unique part of that story is not that he was drunk at the office. I want to point that out. The unique part was that he was singing.
I was wondering for Kathleen and Burnie, how hard is it to actually still be the same character after all these years, but not actually be the same character? Because we all know that the original Texan Church are no longer with us. So how hard is it to actually write for the same character even though he's not?
Well, the writing's just part of the narrative, right? So it's I think from a writing perspective, it's easier. But Kath, how do you handle it? Like for the